Hi everybody, welcome to the video today. I just thought I'd do this quick video to show you a little tip I've come up with and a great way of doctoring and fixing a really big problem I've had with an item of rolling stock in my collection that I acquired over Christmas. And as the title suggests in the video, what's in a piece of paper? Well, as the title suggests, here is said piece of paper. It's stationery paper, the type that you would use for printing documents in a printer, and it's of normal thickness as you'd expect, not too heavy, just normal flimsy printing paper. So what is in a piece of paper? Well, I'll show you. So here's our old friend, the British Railways Mark 1 parcels brake coach from Hornby, which I got from Jane's Trains, as mentioned, as you'll see in the previous videos if you scroll through, over Christmas. And the really sad problem I had with this beautiful vehicle was that it was too much drag on the bogies, between the bogies and the chassis clearance underneath. It was creating drag. The wheels were just scuffing underneath and also catching, and it wasn't really worthy of running on the layout because it was just too much drag. And the potential I had was changing the wheels to a lower ratio, so downsizing in wheels a little bit because the wheels are quite big, or doing the worst case scenario, some drastic surgery by cutting some slots underneath in the chassis frame to allow space and clearance for the bogies. A design fault with Hornby, I thought to myself. So, me being me, I couldn't rest on this subject, so I brought in our little friend here from Bachmann. This is a completely different vehicle, but based upon the same vehicle and type usage. This is a Bachmann Gov coach, which is Gov being GUV, General Utility Vehicle. And this one, as you can see, it's a Mark 1. And as mentioned, it's a utility vehicle, so it would do the same function more or less as this. I'm not going to be finicky about what it does. Anyway, the point is in my video is to say that I wanted to check the wheel ratio size between these wheels and the Hornby wheels to see if they were smaller. I was going to pinch the wheels out of here and put them thus in here to try and alleviate the problem of the clearance. But when I took these out, to my surprise, I found they were the pretty much the exact size and ratio as the Hornby ones. Oh dear, I thought. So, here's what I've done. Came up with a really nifty little idea, and I'm sure it's been done before. But again, if my videos can help you out there in the hobby, especially the younger guys and girls out there, then, you know, job done. If this tip works for you, let me know in the comments box below. Here's what I've done. Said piece of paper, we cut two small little washers, and as you can see there, I tried one almost did it, so I made up another one. Just simple two little circles of paper with an aperture cut through the middle to push the little clip through, and just trim off the access around the edges so they don't foul the wheels. As you can see from that shot there, that's how thick you really want it to sit on top of that moulded surface there in the middle. So if I turn that way, I've done the other one there as well, as you can see. And the worst case scenario, as mentioned, I was going to cut some slots here, and I thought, oh no, I don't want to do that because it's my brand new coach. Don't want to ruin it, and that's not what we want to do. We want to try and solve the problem in a better way. So that's exactly what I've done. So if we pop that back, hopefully with one hand, there we are. And if we move over to my little temporary test track, I'll show you this. If you look back to my previous video, you'll see what I mean by drag. It was making a horrible noise, and there was actually scuff marks where the wheels sit. But as you can see, just from, I'll show you this, if I put it up to the light a little bit on that paper background, there we go, you can see there's actual clearance there. I'll demonstrate that now. come with me to my test track above here, which I've put a little bit of track up here. Watch this. All right, we've got everything sitting up here, and they say, as they say, the proof is in the pudding, is it not? So if I just put this on the track, right, watch and listen. Press down my finger. Lovely. Beautiful. And that solves that problem. So really quickly, let's just take this off here and put this back here before I go to bed in a minute. But I just want to, I'm so excited because I wanted to show this little video to you guys out there. We've solved it. So if any of you out there have had the same problems where you've bought not only this coach from Hornby, but maybe a vehicle that's running around in your model railway and you think, oh, that's getting a lot of drag off that, and I'm having the same sort of issue, cut yourselves 2 pieces of paper to make 2 little washers. You might only need 1, but in my case 2 worked on per bogie, and technically it's the job done. So there we go. Hopefully we'll be back in another running session very soon. I have injured my back over Christmas, so I couldn't actually get the layout up and running this previous weekend. But all being well, next weekend we'll have some trains running for you. Anyway, that's from me. Good night, God bless, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.